All right, today's February 8, 2014. We're here at the Casino Miami Jai Alai, a great place and a wonderful venue for concert. The Marshall Tucker Band takes the stage tonight to what sure is to be an awesome performance. We have the pleasure to be joined now by Chris Hicks, a world-class guitar player, vocalist, and songwriter. Chris, welcome to Miami, and thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Isaac. Good to be here, man.
Thank you. We'll start with the questions. The Marshall Tucker Band started its Take the Highway tour in 2014 in Hawaii. How was the Hawaiian Island experience for you guys?
It was great. We had 4 shows in 5 days, and we had 4 really good shows. I believe it was 4 sold-out shows, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it was really close. I know 3 of them were. The first one was kind of a club. Second one was a big theater. Third one was a big outdoor place. And the fourth one was a brand new performing arts center. So it was great.
Did you guys get to like go around and tour and whatever?
A little bit.
Yeah.
We got to run around a little bit. You know, we were island hopping every day, so we go to the airport. But yeah, we managed to squeeze in a little
sightseeing?
fun time. Yeah.
Cool. You play in the Marshall Tucker Band. You have the Chris Hicks Band. You do solo acoustic shows and are also asked to make guest appearances by various artists. That sounds like so much. How do you effectively manage all that time and still kick in some personal time for you?
Well, to be honest with you, personal time for me is still playing music. I have a studio at the house. I'm constantly writing and stuff. I don't know if I'm obsessive about it or not, but I do get away from it occasionally. But I manage it because I love to do it, really, and so it's just kind of naturally how I do things. You know, it's always something is always music related. You know, so.
Cool. When did you first start playing?
I started playing when I was 8 years old with my grandfather. Wilbur, W. Leon Wilbur Guthrie, he passed away a few years ago, 14 days shy of being 100 years old.
Wow.
And he was a guitar player, primarily a mandolin player. And I started playing with him and his band that played square dances, the old-timey square dances and stuff. And the whole time I was a kid, would play with him. And I was probably 12 or 13 before I discovered rock and roll, really, and realized that you could play songs that I liked then. You know, not that I didn't like those songs, but I never realized until then. Wow, and so anyhow, I started playing early on. And, yeah.
What would you say was your funniest or most embarrassing moment on stage?
Oh boy, gosh, I'll have to think about it. One of my most embarrassing moments is BB just walked through. That comes to mind is towards the end of the Southern Spirit tour, which BB and I both were with the Outlaws at the time. It was 38 Special, the Outlaws, Marshall Tucker, Fabulous Thunderbirds, and the Barefoot Servants. And we did a tour of the whole country one summer. And at the end, we have this big jam where everybody's playing with each other and stuff like that. And I had a tambourine, okay, and Gary Gazzardo, who's the drummer with Tucker Dens, on the other side of the stage, and he's got a tambourine. BB's playing drums in between us. We're going to toss the tambourines to each other or something like that. Anyhow, I throw it like a frisbee. This is right at the end of, I think, Can't You See or something. It's the end of the show. It hits BB right here in the nose. He starts immediately bleeding profusely, okay? Wow. And, you know, he's okay, and he's not mad at something, but it was pretty embarrassing. Wow. And I don't know if it was funny, but it was kind of, you know, it was one of those moments.
You know I wasn't mad.
Yeah. Yeah, you remember. I'm sure you remember that well. It was like, oh boy.
Wow.
Luckily, I don't mean this in a bad way. Luckily, it was BB. You know, he's a tough man. He can take it.
Didn't miss a beat.
That's right. He's
right.
right about that. Did not miss a beat.
Cool. All right. You've had the opportunity to get on stage and play with a lot of different artists. Is there anyone, past or present, that you would just love to get on stage and play with?
Oh yeah, there's lots of people. I would love to play with. Gosh, I mean. You know, I mean, when I say play with them, yeah, sure that there is. I like to listen to people. I mean, it'd be a great thrill to jam with James Taylor. It'd be great to play with maybe like, gosh, you know, I'm drawing a blank now. But yeah, there's lots of people. Some of the blues guys that I haven't met that I love to play with that might still be alive. Buddy Guy would be probably a thrill to jam with. Miles Davis, he's dead though, but I'd still like to jam with him.
Questions past or present?
Yeah, past or present. Yeah, there you go.
Cool. Some guitar players assign names to various guitars that they play. Do you do that?
No, I don't really do that. No, I don't. I've never really named one. No.
Okay. Do you have any new albums or projects in the works?
I do. I've been writing for the last year and a half at home, and I don't know if I'm still writing it for my next album, but at some point it will be. Sometime this year, I'm going to put it together as a package and get a band to record it, you know, and when I say put it out, I'm going to put it on YouTube or something like that as a new project, you know, as a new release, if you will, and hopefully even some video stuff to go along with it. You know, these days with technology, it is. I mean, I'm doing it in my house, but I'm enjoying it because it's kind of it's real. You know what I mean? I'm producing it myself, so it's not a lot of heavy produced stuff. In other words, it's kind of grassroots like.
Do you have a favorite song that you just love to play?
Not really.
Like
I have a lot of songs that I love. I don't have a particular favorite. I don't. There's so many. You know, to me, some of them aren't better than others. They're like colors. You know, I like them all. You know.
Okay. If you were to be stranded on an island and given a solar MP3 player where you could only download one album, what would it be?
That would probably be. Ooh, that's a tough one. Let me think about that for a second. First, I'm stranded. Let me put myself there. Stranded. Download one album. James Taylor Live.
Oh, nice mellow.
Oh, actually, there's some nice mellow stuff, but there's some hard rocking and funky stuff on that live album. Yes. Yeah, if you hadn't listened to it, check it out. Live James Taylor is a lot more of a soul singer than stuff you've heard of his on the radio. And he has a killer band, and yeah, it's big. Parts of it are as rocking as any rock band you've heard. Part of it is as soulful as any Ray Charles you've heard. You know, so that's what I would say that album, because it covers the whole spectrum. You know, it has some nice acoustic stuff, but it's just musicianship. The guys in his band, I refer to that album a lot when I'm rehearsing with my guys. They play like an orchestra. So, you know, if there's a soft part that we need to work on, I'll listen, and not to steal the part, but to get the idea. This is how you do it. You know, playing with dynamics and things like that.
Excellent.
So I guess it'd be that one. Probably.
Okay. Now to finish this off, I'm just going to do a couple things here. I'm going to give you like one or the other. So tell me which one you'd go for. Ron White or Larry the Cable Guy?
Ron White.
Steak or hamburger?
Hamburger.
Beatles or Rolling Stones?
Well, you know, that's a tough one. Rolling Stones.
All right. Vanilla or chocolate?
What?
Vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Last one. Dolly Parton or Carrie Underwood?
Dolly Parton.
Ooh.
Yeah.
We're done.
Cool. Thank you, man.
Thank you very much. I
Sure.
appreciate it. It was
Yes, sir.
fun.
Glad to do it. Sure, man. Yeah.
Wait, let me hold.